LossBook, adding context to cost for informed, data-driven decision-making. Loss data is created every day as a byproduct of claims assessment, resolution, and settlement. Yet all this information is lost or at best, accessible at a limited level via manual rework of unstructured reports. LossBook technology gives you ownership of your claims dataset, providing single-key, high-fidelity incident and accident information at source. This transforms outcomes and creates an ecosystem for all stakeholders in process, analysis, data security, interoperability, and downstream artificial intelligence, machine learning, and aggregated datasets. LossBook democratizes ownership of data and provides the means for simple and granular access, giving the owner the ability to manipulate it in their own instance and build automation and better outcomes. And the best thing about LossBook: you are already paying your experts to collect this information for you as part of the claim. LossBook ingests structured data right from source. Whether a first advice or notice of loss, the policyholder provides critical facts. The information is augmented by external datasets. This not only expedites the claims process but also captures rich data for later analysis. In this instance, simply keying the flight number pulls through hundreds of data points connected to the loss. LossBook works agnostic of London market anachronisms and can be used for international business and London account. Because the platform is structured into data and entered at source, it is available to all systems. The software can respect all existing protocols and run alongside current technologies or integrate as required. Low touch means LossBook can begin capturing your data without the need for extensive change management. In this instance, the placement data is integrated via the broker system, providing proprietary connectivity to all participating markets. Once the advice has been received by the broker or lead underwriter, the expert is appointed. The report build feature can also be used in-house by policyholders for smaller incidents and claims. Secure communication creates an ecosystem managing sensitive and proprietary data and preventing leakage. GDPR risk, that is currently prevalent on all major company risk registers, can be depersonalized at source. The software integrates with DUNS numbers, providing clarity on where claims are settled and costs per provider. Critical insight on where contracts and locations cause the most cost can now be easily analyzed and automated. LossBook's intuitive interface allows experts to capture structured data surrounding the occurrence. Causal factors have been developed using fields from ICAO, ERSA, and the Flight Safety Foundation, and coupled with deep insurance expertise. The result is pertinent data that not only facilitates the claim but also develops a granular dataset for portfolio interrogation and aggregation in the future. The codified data creates an auto-narrative for each section of the assessment. This can be augmented easily to a more human-readable prose. There is a custom narrative for additional elements to the loss, which auto-prompts for structured data capture where appropriate. Details of the engines can be added where applicable. The model type has already been auto-filled with data obtained from the flight number. There are also key fields for the relevant crew. Damage assessment is undertaken, in this example a damaged number 1 engine. Specific details of the damaged areas, the extent of the damage, and the basis of the settlement on the engine is all recorded. There is space for the adjuster to record their narrative and the option to attach photos and documents that support the claim. Indemnity is captured, identifying the coverage and how the payment is allocated. As this is a first report, the adjuster elects that this is a precautionary reserve. The amount is recorded gross with an applicable deductible section elsewhere in the report. There is a narrative and details of who the benefactor of the claim is per the pre-recorded DUNS numbers. The DUNS numbers also identify targets of subrogation. In this instance, New Rest was the ground handler. The contract shows that the airline and ground handler are signatories to the 2018 Standard Ground Handling Agreement and have a contractual liability up to the deductible limit of the aircraft. There is no recovery at present, but the adjuster is pursuing the available options. All fees associated with the loss are allocated. In this example for loss adjustment services, these can be tracked against SLAs and analyzed on a portfolio basis. When all the necessary fields for the report have been satisfied by the adjuster, the final report can be submitted. All the data has been pulled together to create a loss report that satisfies all the requirements of the claim. This loss report, though, is built on data. A report built on data has so many advantages for all stakeholders. Future iterations will be easy to amend and audit. Ultimately, this provides a solution that progresses the industry. LossBook gives data ownership to those who own it. LossBook is a clear means to capture data, to process data, and to analyze data using all the technology of today and all the promise of tomorrow. LossBook, adding context to cost for informed data-driven decision-making.